Hi, my name's Angela Lovatt from Swansway Group Fleet Department. I'd like to talk to you about a few key features of your new Land Rover Discovery and also a few basic maintenance points. So first of all, let's take a look at your key. With the unlock button, you press once, which will just release the driver's door, and twice will release all the vehicle locks. Lock is also two-stage. If you press once, it will just lock the vehicle, twice will also arm the alarm. We have a button here to activate the headlights remotely, and on some vehicles we also have an electronic boot release. This is the emergency button, which if you choose to activate this in an emergency situation, it will activate both the lights and the alarm. Thinking of basic maintenance points, you'll need to be able to release the bonnet, which is done through the passenger footwell. There's a lever just here, which if you pull firmly towards you, you should hear the bonnet release. Move around to the front of the car. And using the Discovery as a identifier, in the centre here there's a paddle which will allow you to release the bonnet, which will then support itself. Your main top-up points are your oil, which is in the centre here, your coolant fluid just here, and your windscreen washer reservoir is topped up by the blue cap here. To close the bonnet, just push down really firmly until you hear it's secured. You can just move back to the passenger side again. In the lower section of the glove box here, you'll find your handbook pack and also the locking wheel nut key. Move around to the back of the vehicle. On Discovery, the boot is a two-piece tailgate. And your toolkit we found stowed in the side panels. Should you need to access the spare wheel, then you'll need to make sure that the two rear seats are both in the upright position, exposing this pad here. Remove that cap and using a spindle from the toolkit, wind down the screw which will release the spare wheel from underneath the vehicle. If we move around to the filler cap here, as long as the vehicle's unlocked, simply pushing this panel will allow it to release, and you'll see that alongside the fuel filler cap we also have the diesel emissions fluid top-up point, which is situated here. The fuel filler cap is released by pushing firmly and turning anti-clockwise, and you'll notice that the fuel required is clearly labelled. To re-secure, just turn clockwise until you hear it resist, and to close the panel, just push gently until it's re-secured. If you have rear seat passengers such as young children and you wish to activate the child locks, then this is done identified here with what you need to do, and you use the blade of your key, which is found inside like so, and then turn to activate or deactivate as required. Moving now to the driver's door. This does vary from model to model, but the basics to bear in mind are your lock and unlock, which can be activated from inside the vehicle, your wing mirrors, which can be adjusted by choosing near side or off side and then positioning using the toggle switch, your window controls, and also a button to deactivate the window controls in the rear seats. If we take a seat in the vehicle, again, this can vary from model to model. This particular vehicle has electrically adjustable seats, which is done using these controls here. With this manual version, then there will be a paddle for height adjustment and a roller here for the backrest. And again, this particular model has an electronically adjustable steering wheel, but on a manual version, there's a lever here which you pull down firmly, allowing you to adjust the rake and the reach of the steering wheel You must then ensure that that's firmly secured back up into the housing so that it's flush. When you're starting your discovery, you'll need to put your foot on the foot brake before you press the start-stop button, which is located just over here on the left-hand side. And on starting the vehicle, the gear dial will raise from this section here upward and allow you to select the drive by turning lightly to the left or the right. Your media display is in the centre console here. It does have its own control bank below, but much of that can also be activated using the steering wheel, where we have phone controls if applicable to your vehicle, and also media buttons and menu buttons to be selected. So that's a brief overview of your new Land Rover Discovery. We hope you enjoy it.